Good evening and welcome to UBC News Tonight, today on the 18th of July 2026. My name is Sharon Kyomugisha with Namiyomba on sign language. We start off on a side note where the former third Deputy Prime Minister of Uganda and current Member of Parliament for Adjumani West, General Ali Moses Ali Hajj is dead. He died at the age of 87. General Hajj Moses Ali passed away today at Nakasero Kampala Hospital, where he has been bedridden for some time receiving treatment. By the time of his death, Moses Ali had just been re-elected by the people of Adjumani West to represent them in the 12th Parliament. Now, former first Deputy Prime Minister and veteran Ugandan statesman General Moses Ali has died at Nakasero Hospital, and for more than half a century his name was woven into Uganda's political story. General Ali was a soldier, a minister and a legislator, and one of the country's longest-serving public figures. But beyond the official portraits and government titles was a man who offered moments of humility, humor, and quiet influence. As Uganda remembers him, we look back at the life and moments of General Moses Ali. More details about his story will be on later on at our during our 10 p.m. bulletin. May the Lord strengthen the family of General Moses Ali. Now, the Uganda Tourism Association has honored President Yoweri Museveni with a Lifetime Achievement Award in recognition of his exceptional leadership and contribution to the growth and transformation of Uganda's tourism sector. The award was received on the President's behalf by Diana Chademera Museveni during the Uganda Tourism Association Annual Tourism Banquet in Kampala, an event held to celebrate excellence, strengthen partnerships, and advance the country's tourism industry. Our reporter has the details.
His Excellency General Yoweri Museveni.
The Uganda Tourism Association brought together tourism players, government officials and development partners at its annual tourism banquet to celebrate outstanding contributions towards promoting Uganda as a preferred tourist destination. President Yoweri Museveni was among the distinguished recipients, receiving the Lifetime Achievement for his visionary leadership and unwavering commitment to developing Uganda's tourism sector. Receiving the award on the President's behalf, Diana Chademera Museveni accepted the recognition presented by the Permanent Secretary and the Minister of Tourism, Wildlife and Antiquities, Doreen Katusime.
On behalf of all Ugandans and the NRM, I accept this award as a recognition of the work of all the courageous patriots who have laid a brick in building Uganda.
In his acceptance message, President Museveni thanked the Uganda Tourism Association for recognizing the NRM government's contribution to the tourism sector. He emphasized the need to protect Uganda's natural resources to ensure they benefit future generations.
Uganda's massive water bodies are another unique feature of our beautiful country. River Nile, the longest river in the world, begins its journey to the Mediterranean Sea here. We also have Lake Victoria, the second largest freshwater lake in the world. The NRM government has also been intentional in protecting Uganda's rich flora and fauna. We have numerous protected areas that cover up to 26% of the country's land territory. These include 10 national parks, 12 wildlife reserves, 12 wetlands.
He also applauded the private sector for its vital role in increasing both domestic and international tourist arrivals through sustained investment and destination promotion.
We are making great strides in our conservation efforts, and I commend the Uganda Wildlife Authority, who recently reintroduced rhinos into the wild after a 43-year absence. This is a major milestone for our conservation journey. Our unique African culture and heritage are also part of our tourism offering to the world. Our organic food, herbal medicine, traditional clothes, and cultural sites should be marketed as our contribution to human civilization.
The president further assured both Ugandans and international visitors that the country has effectively contained the Ebola outbreak and is currently observing the mandatory 42-day surveillance period, after which Uganda is expected to be declared Ebola-free. State Minister for Tourism, Susan Nakauchi, described tourism as one of Uganda's leading economic sectors, contributing significantly to employment, foreign exchange earnings, and inclusive economic growth.
Our ongoing efforts to review policies, improve tourism standards, attract investment, and strengthen tourism institutions are all intended to ensure that private sector operates within a conducive and competitive environment capable of delivering world-class tourism experiences.
Nakauchi called upon foreign missions and embassies to review travel advisories that create negative perceptions about Uganda, saying such advisories undermine efforts to attract international visitors.
Queen must do the honors. The Honorable Minister.
She reaffirmed the government's commitment to providing strategic leadership through supportive policies, infrastructure development, investment promotion, skills development, and destination marketing.
I deeply appreciate the teamwork, the working together between the private sector and the public sector, especially in tourism, and all the work that we have done together. And I want to pledge that as your PS, I am committed to doing whatever it takes to make sure that we move forward.
The Uganda Tourism Association Annual Tourism Banquet serves as a platform for recognizing excellence, strengthening partnerships, and fostering collaboration aimed at building a competitive and sustainable tourism industry. Amwa Evanjuko and Sura Kagugube for UBC.
So one representative from each of the associations, just one.
Congratulations to President Sharon Kyomugisha. Still about the president, he's expected to pass out Ugandan returnees from South Africa who have been undergoing rehabilitation and ideological sharpening at the National Leadership Institute, NALI, in Chankwanzi. Banajiga reports.
Operations are in high gear here at the National Leadership Institute in Chankwanzi, where over 1,000 Ugandans repatriated from South Africa have been undergoing a 15-day ideological and rehabilitation program. President Yoweri Museveni is expected to preside over the ceremony on Sunday. During the event, he will be treated to a mini parade mounted by the returnees as part of the pass-out activities. According to the Commission of the National Secretariat for Patriotism, Coherence SECU, the objectives of the program have largely been achieved, and the institution is now awaiting the President to officially address the returnees and offer guidance as they begin rebuilding their lives in Uganda.
And why we brought them to Chankwanzi, as earlier told you, one, they were too stressed. Most of them left booming businesses. We have doctors here, we have teachers, we have people who have had addresses, permanent houses there. So they were depressed, they were stressed. We had to bring them here for ideological orientation.
Several of the returnees expressed gratitude to President Museveni and the government of Uganda for facilitating their safe return home and equipping them with knowledge about various government wealth creation and empowerment programs that they can take advantage of.
So I'm willing to stay in Uganda. This has been a blessing, a blessing. Before I came, I was worried actually, thinking, what am I going to do in Uganda? What am I going to do? I didn't know even what to do, but the time I've been here in Chankwanzi, Nali Institute, I've learned and I know what exactly I'm going to do according to what they've.
But the good thing that is happening here in Chankwanzi, by the way, that most people do not know, is that the knowledge that you get here does not only help you as a person, it helps you to help your country. We help to build our country, Uganda, but also the rest of Africa and everybody out there, because we get to learn so far that I cannot grow and develop alone.
So I'm very happy for this thing that they did to bring us back. I'm very happy. I can't wait to see my family. Everyone is happy here and they are feeding us very well. Actually, we are very happy. We are thankful for the government of Uganda.
Government has also confirmed that following Sunday's pass-out ceremony, the returnees will be transported to their respective destinations across the country to support their reintegration into their communities.
Exercise, move!
Bernard Higa, QBC, Chankwanzi.
It's a welcome back to all the South African returnees. The death toll from the Kapchora school bus crash has risen to 24 as authorities tighten enforcement of school transport regulations. Police have intensified highway patrols to stop night travel by school buses, while the government plans to introduce a distinctive color scheme for all the school buses to improve identification, emergency response and road safety. We have a detailed report.
The death toll from the school bus crash in Kapchora district has risen to 24. Police say 18 of the victims have been identified, while 6 bodies remain at Mbale Regional Referral Hospital undergoing post-mortem examinations.
Out of the 24 deaths, 21 were in Kapchora Hospital. And 3 in Mbale Hospital. Out of the 21 in Kapchora, 18 bodies by yesterday evening had been identified and 3 had not been identified. The 3 who were in Mbale had also not been identified. And therefore, the total unidentified are 6 bodies.
Meanwhile, the Director of Traffic and Road Safety, AIGP Lawrence Niwabine, has reiterated that school buses are prohibited from traveling at night. He says security personnel have been deployed along major highways to enforce the directive. Niwabine revealed that on 17th July 2026 alone, police intercepted 19 school buses transporting students along the Jinja Highway in violation of the restriction.
Reorganized our patrols, especially the integrated highway patrols, and we also reorganized our deployments along the highways. Last night, we had 19 buses at Njeru near Jinja Bridge, at the Nairo Bridge. And in the morning, we had to flag them to proceed their journey. That action is or was in line with what the minister said, that we restrict buses from traveling at night. And therefore, the guidelines given by the minister immediately were put into action.
To strengthen school transport safety, the Ministry of Works and Transport and the Uganda Police Force have resolved that all school buses will be fitted with distinctive identification colors to enable quicker recognition and emergency response. The measure is expected to take effect at the beginning of the third term.
All school buses will have an identification color by the time they open for third term. This one we agreed because yesterday an intersector team was put in place to discuss on how to move with the directives given to the minister. And one of them was to identify buses that carry students, and it will be easy, even the public, to report them to police in case there is any violation.
Police statistics indicate that July records a spike in road crashes, largely attributed to the increase in long-distance school trips. Winnie Nalusiba reporting for UBC TV.
Very sad news about the children that passed on in Kapchora, and we pray that the Lord strengthens their families. Moving on in UBC stories, today Uganda is set to host the first ever East African Trade and Digital Summit this November. And of course, government says that the summit will position the country as a regional tech and trade hub and support the push for tenfold economic growth.
By the Ministers of Trade and ICT, the first Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of East African Affairs, Rebecca Kadaga, welcomed the proposal. She said the summit is timely and aligns with government's ATMS agenda, agro-industrialization, tourism, mineral development, and science, technology, and innovation.
Which allows us to have freedom of movement, of labor, of services, of capital. We have been working on the mutual recognition of academic qualifications, especially in the region. So you have now the possibility of employing a young person from Rwanda here in Kampala, person from Burundi, person from Sudan, person from the DR Congo. So all these opportunities that will be available to you. So welcome this East Africa Trade Center. And if we had the digital hub in Uganda, it would be really a very big plus. So I want to thank you. And as Honorable Justin has said, we'll now move to the second stage of informing the central government about this proposal so that we can work together, set the dates, agree on the quantum, and get rolling. We're open for business.
The Minister for Trade and Cooperatives, Sanjay Tana, said the summit gives Uganda a chance to position itself as a destination, given its role as a major trading partner with all neighbors.
So you are in the right place. You are asking, the ask is right. We need it as a country because for those that understand branding and positioning, we are positioning as a country. We are branding. We are, of course, promoting Build Uganda, Buy Uganda. We are also promoting Explore Uganda for tourism and several other initiatives that are in the pipeline.
The Minister for ICT and National Guidance, Justin Kasule Lumumba, said the summit will accelerate government's ambition of attaining tenfold economic growth.
As we talk now, you are coming in when it's Uganda, which is the chair, both at political and technical level, the chair for ICT in the region. So we are working in collaboration with others to make sure we all get to the same level in terms of cost, in terms of to standardize in everything. So this conference will also help us now to bring out to that and also demonstrate how we have been able to do it and how far and what the challenges are. And that will not only be promoting Uganda, but will be promoting the whole of East Africa.
The summit aims to attract investment in technology, promote regional digital development, and pave the way for East Africa's first digital hub. It will also train young people in digital skills.
We are looking at, this is the first time we are doing, this sort of thing within the East African space. Although we've had events in Rwanda, we've had events in Congo, Brazzaville, we've had events in other parts of Africa, but when it comes to Uganda, and other East African countries, we are very limited in this space. So because of our relationship with Right Honorable, we want to bring our expertise to see how we can bring this value to the government of Uganda and by extension the East African countries.
And that's it for today. Till the next episode.
Like a daily bando, like a daily bando, like a daily bando. Omuliro nguwulira muli mu mutima kukankana like drums. Kalakata, kalakata, enendungu ya kusabula. Mikono tu, free of fire, free of fire, free of fire.
Makerere Institute for Social Development, a certified institution for higher learning, invites applicants for certificates and diploma courses like accounting and finance, procurement, journalism, tailoring and fashion design, with many other skills-tailored courses.
Our institution is compliant. First of all, it is recognized by National Council for Higher Education. We are certified. The registration number is UBB 187.
Tested and tried since 1995, Makerere Institute for Social Development is your solution when it comes to quality education.
You may apply for January, May, August intakes. Find us along Sir Apollo Kagwa Road, opposite Makerere University Sports Ground. Our tuition is affordable with a state-of-art facilities. Early birds stand a chance to grab themselves bursaries. MISD or Makerere Institute for Social Development, facilitating your career.
Introducing the all-new Roofing's TMX 500C rebars with cut and bend surfaces. Roofing's, strength of a nation.
There's a new way to keep your breath fresh all day. Introducing Movit All Day Toothpaste, meant to give you powerful night gum defense and teeth whitening. The charcoal flavor gives you deep cleansing and power stain removal. And the herbal delivers natural strength for healthy, confident smiles. Choose Movit All Day Toothpaste and enjoy freshness all day. Alo.
Ese mwami mukasa.
Mutyaneyo.
Yono broka.
Yenze broka wa mayumba.
Bangambye ne nyumba za mwenunjiko.
Kituufu. Oyagala yabisenga bimeka?
Nga bisatu.
Ebbeeyi bagigambye?
Bangambye saa 5.
Nedda 7 zaali nyabuuko.
Yidwaki.
Anti langi gye tusiigisa ya mulembe. Nti ne value y'ekitundu yalinnya.
Musiigisaki.
Global Paints.
Mutya.
Ku ceiling tukozesa Global Mat. Ate munda ne tukozesa Global Silk Vinyl.
Singa kwetaga wabweru.
Wabweru tukozesa Global Weather Coat Emulsion.
Owa. Akusiiga gye musiiga. Ogwo omutindo ogusasulira sente zonna.
Guli wumite.
Global Paint, a reliable product. They share an office. Some work in the day, some at night. they have in common: focus, dedication. That's what makes them champions. They also share something else: the reward of being one. The official beer of the FIFA World Cup 2026. Not for persons under the age of 18. Drink responsibly.
The Secretary General of the National Resistance Movement, Right Honorable Richard Todwang, on behalf of the NRM National Chairman, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, congratulates all NRM village chairpersons and women council flag bearers who were elected to contest in village elections. In the same spirit, the NRM Secretary General reminds all party supporters across the country to note and massively participate in the following important activities. On Wednesday, the 22nd of July 2026, all NRM supporters are reminded to attend barazas in their villages for final mobilization. On Thursday, the 23rd of July, women above 18 years are to elect women council committees in all villages across the country, while voting for village chairpersons will take place on Tuesday, the 28th of July 2026. Please note, all flag bearers of NRM, LC1 chairpersons and women councils are reminded that from the 11th to the 14th of July 2026 is their endorsement by parish registrars, while nomination by the National Electoral Commission is scheduled for the 15th to the 19th of July 2026. We have seen what peace and stability under the NRM government can do. Vote for NRM flag bearers. Vote for progress.
Welcome back from that short commercial break, and you're still watching UBC News Tonight with me, Sharon Kyomugisha, and Namiyomba on sign language. Moving on, ministers of local government, Balam Bargahara and Justin Namere, have experienced firsthand the impact of poor road infrastructure in Mbale district after heavy afternoon rains left their convoy stranded in Bungoko North constituency. The two ministers were inspecting government-funded projects across the district when the downpour exposed the poor state of roads in the area. Our reporter Robert Onyango has a detailed report.
The inspection tour by Ministers Balam Bargahara and Justin Namere continued on Saturday within Mbale district. The day's itinerary focused on Bungoko North constituency, where the ministers inspected ongoing development projects. Earlier in the day, Minister Balam Bargahara returned to Wadwale Health Center free for a follow-up after midnight visit on Friday.
One, and he's not around. And last night I came, he wasn't around.
As ministers wrapped up their main tour, the team embarked on its journey out of Wadwale sub-county. But what awaited them ahead would return the inspection.
No single culvert, no single drainage, surface.
Locals reason more than engineers. Because even the locals are asking, where did you put the culverts? You people who are... Being an engineer is not just about flying a paper and a title.
It is 2 p.m. here in Mbale district. But look, this is the journey from Wadwale. Heavy afternoon rains rendered the road nearly impassable, leaving convoys trapped in thick and mud. The journey has just kicked off, but I guess they have a long distance to cover. With vehicles bogged down and the rain showed no signs of easing, the convoy was forced to abandon ministers on foot to safer grounds. The incident offered ministers first-hand experience of consequences of substandard roads works under the heavy rains.
Oh my goodness!
You know, the way you are mishandling engineers, when I give you 300 million and you eat, and you remain in the car, I praise you that you are the best. Where's your car? My car lives 63 kilometers away. The road is a 6-kilometer stretch.
Local leaders said the incident reflects daily challenges faced by residents and are now calling for better quality infrastructure projects.
What they are doing a great job, and they have unearthed corruption in eastern region, and there is still more. Imagine the road going to the health center. People are putting money, 90 million, 300 million, and there is no road.
We ask that that money is refunded and the road is worked on. Because an arrest for us it's not enough as locals from Bungoko North. What we want is our money back that the president has put on this, and they work on our road.
The audit has reignited concerns over the quality of road constructions in part of Mbale district and inability to account for public funds.
And when we tell them they are doing wrong, the engineer council and the association will make noise that we are mishandling engineers. We shall not handle you well if we are misappropriating government resources and money.
And the president said there is no politeness towards the corrupt. So you're not going to hide under the law.
Robert Onyango, UBC News.
Thank you so much, Robert Onyango. Family members, relatives, friends and leaders have started gathering in Naguru, the residence of the late General Moses Ali, following the news of his passing on this afternoon. The late General Moses Ali served as Uganda's first Deputy Prime Minister and Deputy Leader of Government Business in Parliament. He was also the longest serving Member of Parliament for Adjumani West County in Adjumani District. Mourners continue to flock his home as the nation came to terms with the loss of one of Uganda's longest serving political and military leaders. Family members say that they will communicate the official details and arrangements for funeral programs after consultations with the government and relatives. The late General Moses Ali leaves behind a distinguished legacy of public service spanning several decades in Uganda's military and political leadership.
Of UBC, we're here at the home of the late General Moses Ali in Naguru. So we've got time to talk to one of the relatives of the late.
On behalf of the family, I would like to share our condolences. It's been a tough time, and as a family we are mourning, and indeed people all over this country. And we are very grateful for the life of Mose and the services he has rendered to the nation and the great legacy he has left. And it is something that we can all learn from. And even though it is a sad time, we are very optimistic that the history and legacy he has left behind will inspire many Ugandans and many Africans going forward. So, and we also ask that people give us the moment to mourn respectfully, and we thank all the people who have shown their support during this difficult time, and as a family we can never be more grateful.
What time did you receive the confirmation news of his passing on?
I received the news this afternoon close to like 5 p.m. Yeah, but other members of the family were at the hospital and they were able to communicate the news with us.
So apparently, where is the body lying?
Right now, they were still at the hospital. So
which hospital?
Nakasero Hospital.
Right.
Yes.
So we ought to get more programs?
Definitely. We will communicate with the media and other stakeholders as time goes on. As right now, we're in a very difficult time. We're trying to arrange, and as you can all see, it's not easy. but we would request some patience during this difficult time and understanding on behalf of the people as we navigate this difficult time.
Sorry for your loss. May the good Lord comfort you.
Still about the deceased, he was the first Deputy Prime Minister and veteran Ugandan statesman who has happened to die today at Nakasero Hospital. For more than half a century, his name was woven into Uganda's political story. General Ali was a soldier, a minister, a legislator, and one of the country's longest-serving public figures. But beyond the official portraits and government titles, he was also a man who offered moments of humility, humor, and quiet influence. As Uganda remembers him, we look back at the life and moments of General Moses Ali.
The cameras often found him in places of power, but they also captured a man who understood the importance of people, tradition, and simple human moments. For decades, Moses Ali occupied Uganda's political stage, a military officer who crossed into politics, a leader who survived changing times, and a familiar face in the corridors of parliament.
We have a common border. Land mass is the same with our movement and so on. So that time of the war, there is no barrier. It could not go across the Nile to go and fight there and then withdraw easily. But for Jumani, it is easy.
At Kibuli Mosque, during Prime Minister Robin Anabanja's visit, Moses Ali was captured in a moment of faith, conversation, and unity. Away from the political spotlight, these moments revealed another side of a man often seen through the lens of office. A leader who valued relationships and a veteran who understood patience.
And we are all come to witness this important occasion.
Yes, Honorable Member for Mukono.
In Parliament, his name carried weight. When Betty Namboze nominated him for the position of Deputy Speaker, many expected him to accept the offer.
I stand here to nominate our elder and great friend with a vast experience.
Honorable, would you like to wear your mask?
A lawyer by profession, the Honorable Moses Ali.
But Moses Ali surprised many. He politely declined, a decision many saw as a reflection of a man comfortable with his own political journey.
To save time of the House, I regret this offer. And I thank once again my Honorable Madam that I decline the offer.
At the swearing-in ceremony in 2021, Moses Ali returned to Parliament as a Member of Parliament and also took oath as a government minister. For a politician whose career had already crossed generations, it was yet another reminder of his endurance.
That I shall faithfully exercise the functions of the Deputy Prime Minister of Uganda and shall uphold, preserve, protect and defend the Constitution and observe the laws of Uganda, and that I shall promote the welfare of the people of Uganda. So help me God.
But perhaps the moments that best revealed Moses Ali were not always the ones inside Parliament. They were the moments away from microphones and formal speeches. During the launch of Prime Minister Nabanja's cash support program for families affected by COVID-19, he stood among leaders responding to the struggles of ordinary Ugandans. From military uniform to parliamentary robes, from national debates to moments of humor, General Moses Ali's story was not only about positions held. It was about a lifetime spent serving, adapting, and remaining part of Uganda's national conversation.
The government has opened security road from Pabo to Madi, from Madi to Amur. That has
a soldier, a statesman, and a man whose moments will continue to tell his story. Henry Okrut, UBC.
Thank you so much, Henry Okrut, for that profile about the late now General Moses Ali. In more news tonight, Makerere University hosted the first Mwasa National Budget Dialogue, bringing together stakeholders to discuss national budget priorities and their impact on higher education and national development. The event was attended by the Mwasa chairperson, who emphasized the importance of adequate government funding for public universities, research, staff welfare and quality education. Participants also called for greater collaboration between policymakers and academia to ensure that the national budget responds to the country's development needs. The dialogue marks a significant step in promoting informed public discussion on budget planning and the role of universities in shaping national policy.
Budget presents government's expenditure philosophy for the coming financial year, but it also services our aspiration towards Vision 2040. Higher education is a key sector therein that strategy plan, but we have the outstanding issue of the enhancement of the salaries of the academic staff of the universities.
Government is arguing that every household should participate in the money economy through commercial agriculture, SMEs, value addition, access to finance, etc. And what we are asking is, are the existing wealth creation programs sufficient to move everybody into the money economy?
That is why we were quite concerned that scanning through the entire budget, that line fulfilling the President's pledge of 11 years ago to increase the salaries of these academic staff was nowhere to be seen. And now we are afforded an opportunity to critique why was that very important line missing out.
Ugandans are planning to travel to Saudi Arabia for the 2027 Hajj pilgrimage will have to prepare for higher costs after Saudi authorities removed the most affordable Hajj package, which has been the preferred option for most Ugandan pilgrims. The package offered pilgrims a lower cost option with basic accommodation and services, making it accessible to many people who could not afford the more expensive arrangements. Take a look.
The changes were announced as the Uganda Bureau of Hajj Affairs released the 2027 Hajj roadmap in Kampala. Sheikh Zakaria Chiwalianga said Saudi Arabia has introduced 3 new categories of Hajj packages offering different levels of services, accommodation and arrangements for pilgrims.
According to our Hajj roadmap, starting with today the system has now officially opened for transfer of funds for Hajj 2026-2027. Secondly, starting from today, we have started identifying companies that are going to carry the pilgrims to Mecca, those airline companies, and as we talk now, we stand the right to go negotiate and agree with all the Hajj companies.
He said the new system is expected to increase the cost of Hajj, which previously ranged between 16.6 million shillings to 18.5 million shillings.
Inshallah, on 15th of August, we are expecting to start uploading Hajj data in the system. It means that we shall be receiving now all the pilgrims who are ready, who have already submitted their passports to the different Hajj companies, and when they have already paid have made some payments as of now.
Chiwalianga added that Saudi Arabia has introduced a single comprehensive booking system where accommodation, transport and services at the various pilgrimage sites will be handled. Under the roadmap, Uganda Bureau of Hajj Affairs will begin receiving pilgrims' passports on the 10th of August 2026, with registration on the Saudi pilgrimage system starting on 14th August 2026.
The period for all Hajj period, for all intending pilgrims to make at least the first payment of $2,000 is on 1st of November. On 1st of November, we are expecting whoever is going for Hajj at least to have made a deposit of $2,000. And inshallah, by 15th of December, all those who are intending to go to Mecca, they must have paid at least $4,000.
Pilgrims will be required to pay a minimum deposit of 7.4 million by November 2026 before completing payment in December. Uganda Bureau of Hajj Affairs says there will be no extension of the timelines, warning intending pilgrims to register early to avoid missing the pilgrimage due to delayed applications. For UBC News, I am Sudat Kaye.
Every life begins in a moment like this. Certain, planned, full of promise. For us, it's a bold ambition to make lives better. Because somewhere, someone is stepping into a world of work for the first time with the confidence that their retirement is taken care of. We make dreams possible. From owning homes to scaling businesses. And when health takes an unexpected turn, help is there when it's needed most. And because legacies matter, what people build does not end with them. It's passed on. We value moments with go-getters, bold dreamers and believers. Different paths, different rhythms, with one shared belief that financial freedom is within reach. For 40 years, we've made lives better and fueled Uganda's economy. Through careful investment, we have supported businesses, created jobs, and backed our nation. To us, it's more than saving. It's believing in effort, in patience, in possibility. It's making lives better. We believe in you, in us, and in Uganda.
NSSF, 40 years of making lives better.
The parent is Tuliahewa Dixon. And the child is Ani Tuliahewa Esther.
Kambera gwete kwa mchisha ishe watu yahewa Esther wahangura school fees ngene na hateja shana amashemero magonka MTN momo eberewo mbeni nyegasta igana kaga ni 5 sta munana 0 hash kushashuro mwana school fees tokoma nyo muchisheri zagwisha wanje ninga nchaka kubasa kuzo wawe mwebare munonga.
Welcome to the business segment of today's UBC News Tonight. Now, Minister of Energy and Mineral Development, Dr. Monica Musanero, has pledged steadfast leadership as she begins her new term at the helm of the ministry, vowing to drive the sector's agenda without wavering. She made the commitment at the conclusion of a 5-day ministry retreat held in Kampala.
The convergence of sector leaders, ministers and state ministers from the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development comes just 2 weeks after the start of the NRM government's new term in office and the appointment of a new team of ministers. The retreat therefore comes at a critical moment for the ministry, which government considers one of the key drivers of Uganda's socio-economic transformation agenda.
My first responsibility is to make sure that I make myself the leader that you deserve. If I falter in my leadership, one meme will not work.
The retreat also brought to the surface some of the challenges affecting efficiency and service delivery within the sector. Chief among them was the tendency by departments and agencies to operate in silos and pursue individual mandates rather than combining efforts towards shared goals and mutual benefit.
Everyone was conflicted. Everybody was towing an independent line. And when we're proposing this type of meeting, I was not very sure that we would have a united meeting. I thought we were going to quarrel, and I could actually feel that one the first day.
According to Dr. Monica Musanero, the Minister of Energy and Mineral Development, the ministry's mandate is bigger than individual interests and institutional boundaries, and she challenged sector leaders to break down the walls of isolation and embrace collaboration.
We have transformed from leaders of small pockets to leaders who are ready to hold the hands, not to lead our institutions, but to lead our nation. One component, that is this misfunction, can cause all of us to do what? To crash.
The ministers pledged unwavering political support to ensure that the strategies agreed upon are implemented and that the sector delivers on its targets.
I think it is history that we would all want to be part of, to say we took Uganda to achieving the 500 billion. So mine is to really just hope that we all stay glued to this commitment. On our end, you can always rely on relentless political support to see that this vision is actually achieved.
Sector leaders and the political leadership set themselves a 100-day timeline before reconvening to assess the first tangible outcomes of the retreat.
We can only do ourselves justice in ensuring that what we have predicted is actually delivered as said.
Dennis Igoa for UBC.
The Secretary General of the National Resistance Movement, Right Honorable Richard Todwang, on behalf of the NRM National Chairman, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, congratulates all NRM village chairpersons and women council flag bearers who were elected to contest in village elections. In the same spirit, the NRM Secretary General reminds all party supporters across the country to note and massively participate in the following important activities. On Wednesday, the 22nd of July 2026, all NRM supporters are reminded to attend barazas in their villages for final mobilization. On Thursday, the 23rd of July, women above 18 years are to elect women council committees in all villages across the country, while voting for village chairpersons will take place on Tuesday, the 28th of July 2026. Please note, all flag bearers of NRM, LC1 chairpersons and women councils are reminded that from the 11th to the 14th of July 2026 is their endorsement by parish registrars, while nomination by the National Electoral Commission is scheduled for the 15th to the 19th of July 2026. We have seen what peace and stability under the NRM government can do. Vote for NRM flag bearers. Vote for progress.
From the sports desk, Toro Kingdom, together with its partners, has completed the second edition of Fort Portal City Marathon, dubbed A Run in Paradise, aimed at exploring the unique tourism features of Fort Portal City. The marathon was flagged off by the Prime Minister of Toro Kingdom, Right Honorable Calvin Armstrong, Romire Akiki, at Bomber Grounds in Fort Portal City.
In attendance was Buganda Kingdom Prince David Wasaja and other visitors from within and outside Uganda.
Mwebale kuija Toro kukasemera bigambo byetu bya makune abati tugonza tourism city yenu kuikora muri no Fort Portal City Marathon abokuba nibituletera abagenyi kandi buli omu wenu alhan naboboramu ababodaboda abakubiri okulya abahoteli.
Toro Kingdom Prime Minister Right Honorable Calvin Armstrong Romire Akiki underscored the importance of the marathon in the promotion of tourism not only in Fort Portal but across borders.
Tourism city so kutunga marathon nkeno neyamba muno kwongera kujumbiriza ebyokwega byetu bikwina ninsaba abantu kujumbira ebintu bino abakuba abakenya abayizi bona bali mu hoteli zetu balire ebyokulya byetu.
According to Andrew Mwangu here, one of the marathon sponsors, apart from tourism promotion, this year's marathon proceeds will support vulnerable children at Toro Babies Home in Fort Portal.
Fort Portal City Marathon, and it's about wellness, promoting tourism and sports tourism at that. And last year we gave away 1,000 tree seedlings. The prisons, police and every participant, and we also committed a percentage, the proceeds to the Toro Education Fund, and this year we are supporting Toro Babies Home. So we are calling upon everyone who has anything, scholastic, material, name it, to get in touch with us so that we support these young ones.
The first edition of the Fort Portal Marathon was held last year, and proceeds supported Toro Education Fund to support education in the kingdom. The run in Paradise comprised of 22 kilometers, 21 kilometers, 10 kilometers, 5-kilometer run around different areas in Fort Portal.
Thank you so much for being a part of the bulletin. Do join me later on at 10 p.m. for more news coming your way. My name is Sharon Kyomugisha with Namiyomba on Sign Language.
Byapa ku katale buli ttaka lyonna erya gavumenti wano mu Mbale teririko byapa. Tubeegayiridde mukole ebyapa basalako busasisa nga bagabanya.
Chairman wa Mayor wa district wali Town Clerk